guys, Amy here from Plans Meet Paper, and today I wanted to come on and give you guys a look into how I plan my month. I decided to do this more just kind of talking through how I have planned my month rather than doing a plan with me style, just because I tend to it takes me a while sometimes to plan my month because I get interrupted a lot with little kids and things, and I also just kind of like to process things as they come up, and so I don't always do it in one sitting. I usually just kind of add things as they come up, and then I'm kind of slowly finishing it up as the month approaches. So that's why I kind of decided to show it to you now that it's mostly all done and kind of just talk through the process with you. So I'm here in my A5 size planner. I just filmed a setup video, an updated setup video, and kind of a yearly flip so far of this planner. So I'll be sure to link that down below in case you missed it. But I also wanted to show you how I plan my month. So September 2021 is about to start here in a few days. We're in the last week of August now. And so I have my September month pretty much set up. And how I plan my month is I've got kind of a 2-page spread that I do all of my planning on. And on the first side of that, I've just got dot grid. And I use this to write all of my to-dos, my monthly to-do list. And I have it split into just my general to-dos. And then I also have some preschool planning to-dos right now because I'm doing some preschool learning activities with my son at home. And so I have a few things I need to do specifically for that, and I'm sure more will come up as I finish planning my activities throughout the month. So that's how I've got it broken down. A lot of these things I added, much earlier in the year, just whenever they came to my mind of like, okay, at the end of summer, I like to make sure that I clear out all the flower beds and get all the weeds and the flowers and everything pulled up and the grass or the dirt tilled and ready to go for next year. I like to trim the bushes because they always get grown pretty big in the summer and etc. Just things, I like to do seasonally. I've added those here. Things like I like to start working on my Christmas gift plan around September, so I added that. My son's birthday is in October, so I want to start planning his little first birthday party. That's my younger son. And then, just anything that came across my mind in the previous months that I want to do in September, I've added it. And then just in the last couple days, I've added the last few things here. And you can see I've got some of the dots highlighted. Those are like house tasks. So either like big cleaning tasks, big organizing things, yard work, big home projects that we want to focus on. Those are highlighted. And then the other things are just more general to-dos, like things on the computer or other types of work that I need to get done. So that's my first page. Next, I've got a regular monthly grid. I am using a Sunday start this year for all of my months and actually for my weeks, which is different than what I've done in the past. But Sunday start is working for me, and I'm kind of liking starting my week on a weekend day so that I feel like it's kind of a restful and productive day on that first day of the week instead of feeling the pressure on Monday. I don't know. That's just how it works in my brain. So that's what I've got going on here. It's just a basic monthly grid. I keep track of, I'll show you my little planning card. This is my monthly planning routine card that I made. And so on my monthly grid, I just like to make sure that I add holidays and birthdays, my dog's medicine when I need to give that to him, bills. I need to plan, all the general next month things. So like when I'm gonna plan October, when I'm gonna pay bills, that kind of thing. And then I also like to add in my budget check-ins. So I'm gonna do 2 budget check-ins the next month, and then my zone cleaning, which I actually haven't written in yet. So I'll do that now. I just do 1 zone per week. So I just kind of write that in the corner here so that I can focus on the different zones of cleaning throughout the month. And that just helps me keep track of that easily. So I just write in my zones. And that's pretty much all I do for my monthly grid. You can see I do have some things highlighted, and the things that are highlighted are typically things that where me and my kids have to be somewhere at a certain time on a schedule. And so I just really like to have those things pop out at me. I also highlighted things where we're gonna have other people staying at our house. So those are also highlighted just because, again, I like them to pop out at me and really draw my attention. I tend to use one color of highlighter for the whole month. So for September, I chose green, and I use that in my monthly pages. I use it in my weekly, daily, and trackers. And I really like that system because then as I'm flipping back throughout the year, it's very easy for me to tell what pages are from what time of year just by looking at the color on the page instead of having to always look at the dates written on the page, you know, when you're just flipping quickly through. So that is how I've got my monthly grid set up. And then on the back, I've got more dot grid. And this is where I keep track of my Etsy store and YouTube to-dos and plans. I've only got a few things in there so far for this month, hoping to, and I'm sure I'll add more notes and things on this page as the month progresses. I have also added in for the next couple months a 2-column dot grid page for each month where I do my preschool planning. So I'm just planning a few open-ended activities with my son each week. We really take it at his pace, and I'm just doing the things that he's kind of interested in at the time. So if we don't get them all done, that's fine. If we do more, that's fine. But I just wanted to have a basic plan so that I made sure I had the materials ready to go ahead of time. So these are the activities I hope to get done with him this week, or this month, excuse me, for September. And that is it for my monthly planning here in the monthly section. I also have weeks printed out and ready to go for the month, just like this. I decided this time to not set them up ahead of time just because I'm kind of enjoying the ritual each week of setting those up based off of my monthly grid. It just kind of helps me get my mind right on Sundays of what's going on for the rest of the week. So I decided to just have them printed and ready, but not to have them written on yet. So that's what I've got for my weekly planning. Same thing for dailies. I'm just using dot grid blank paper, and I'm just writing my to-do list and my events and notes for each day. I'm using one side of paper per day. So I'll put Monday here, Tuesday here, etc. And that gives me plenty of space per day. And also helps me kind of plan out how many pages I need to have ready for the month to make sure I'm prepared. So I've got those ready to go, but they're still blank. And then the other part of my monthly planning that I like to do each month is I do like to do a monthly review. So I've got my August monthly review ready to go, but I haven't filled it out yet because we do still have several days left in August. But I wanted to show you the things that I do for my review system. I like to go through and kind of write how everything's going very briefly for my goals and focuses for the year. So if you missed that video at the beginning of the year, I have 7 areas that I like to focus on in my life right now. And so I just go through, I have goals for each of those 7 areas. I go through at the end of the month and I think about how did I do on each one of these 7 areas, and kind of just make notes on my progress there. And then I like to specifically highlight 3 successes that I had that month just to try to stay really positive. And those don't have to be task oriented. They can be general, like we had a lot of family time this month, or we stayed healthy, or whatever. Just successes for the month. 3 things to work on for the following month. So that'll be for September. And then I also like to just make sure I spend the time each month to track my memories. So I want to make sure if there were things that were going on with my kids or my family that month, that we have photos or videos of those. And then also I like to take notes about my August memories as well. So I like to go ahead and check off that I've done those things so I don't forget and get behind. So that's my monthly review that I will be doing here in the next couple days. And then lastly, I've just got my tracking pages ready to go for the beginning of September. So this is my weekly tracking page that I use, 1 per week. It's a column for every day. And these are all of the little mundane tasks that I do every day just to take care of my kids and my family and my house. and myself, of course. And again, as I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, I don't keep track of these because I need this page to help me remember them. It's more just to help me, stay positive so that at the end of the day, when I feel like I didn't get anything done off my to-do list and I'm wondering, what did I do all day? I can remember that I, did all of these things to take care of my house and my kids and my family. So, it's little things like washing out the bottles and the pump parts several times a day, doing my devotional and spending time in the Bible, washing the dishes and wiping the counters several times a day, prepping dinner, doing a preschool activity, reading books to my baby, just all of those little things that, help everything run smoothly in my house. I like to just check those off each day to keep me accountable, but also keep me positive. So that's my daily routine tracker. And then I also have my weekly habit tracker. So this is one column per week. So just one page for the whole month. And these are the things I like to get done one time per week. So I have it broken down here. These are things I typically try to do on Monday or Sunday. These are things I do usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday or the following weekend, Friday or Saturday. So it's real flexible. Like I don't have to do it that day, but that's why I've got those highlighting marks there, is just to kind of break it down per day throughout the week. And again, I don't always get all of these things done every week, but I like to try. And also just knowing that I am trying to do these things each week sometimes helps me keep up with it better throughout every day. So for instance, Thursday, I've kind of made my day to do all of my little clutter areas around my house. So my coat closet, our car, the diaper bag, the garage, the stroller. These are all areas that tend to get messy all the time in my house. Probably just because I always have my hands full when I'm in those areas holding a baby or two. And then also we just use them all day, every day. And so they get messy and cluttered. And so I try once a week to kind of reset them back to the way I like them to be. And the fact that I know that's coming up, I tend to do better at keeping up with it on the daily and putting things away instead of just letting them sit there. So that's one thing I've really enjoyed having on my weekly habit tracker, and I've added more things to that throughout the year as more kind of clutter spots occur to me. Other things that I like to track, I need to cut my nails and both of my kids' nails every week. Otherwise they start, especially the baby, scratching his face and things. So I like to make sure I'm keeping up with that. I like to think about the budget and any bills every week, calls and appointments. I like to clean out my email inbox every week and file at papers every week. Meal plan, grocery list, and then these are just the general weekly home blessing type things: dust, vacuum, mop, shine mirrors, and clean the sheets. So that's my weekly habit tracker for September. And then last, I've got a fitness log. And so this is where I plan to just write down any workouts that I did for the month of September. It's just one line per day. And my hope is to try to get in 17 days at the gym for September. So that's about 4 days a week for the month of September. So that's my goal. And then at the end of the month, I'll be able to really easily count which days I have things written down for and if I met that 17-day goal. So that is my monthly planning for September 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my setup and my system a little bit, and I will catch you guys in the next video. As always, feel free to put comments down below. I love chatting with you guys down there, and thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.